Hey guys, hey, just thought I would bring you in on this first car that I worked on a couple of weeks ago. We've actually been on a trip since then too, but this is the 79 Trans Am. Let me switch here. Number 39, they made 96 that year of this Macho edition. See right there, 6.6 liter. And with this Macho edition, they did headers and a few other things to increase the performance on it. But yeah, what we ended up doing on this one was plugging a couple of vacuum leaks, setting the timing, and tuning the carburetor along with topping off a few fluids. And I think that's what we ended up doing. So this one's ready for a test drive. We did a lot on the brakes as well. Just a thing on the brakes, because I saw a little bit of stuff out there on YouTube about this. What I walked into was emergency brakes not working. And then what it turned into was actually they were swapped sides, and because I'm looking at the passenger side here, a shot of there's the driver's side, and you can see on the driver's side it's on the front of the wheel, and on the passenger side it's on the back. So it's actually same casting, same fit. You know, what you go by a lot of times when they're actually on the same side of the axle installed is the bleeder location. You know, in both cases, you can put these on either side you want to, and the bleeder is on top. So I can definitely see where some confusion comes in. What happens though is if you have them on the wrong sides, this lever here is going to actuate backwards. So when you pull in the emergency brake, it's going to release the brake, and then when you let it go and want to drive, then it's got the rear wheels clamped. So we swapped sides and good to go. But like I said, I wanted to go ahead and get that out there because I know there's some other confusion on this with people that couldn't get them to adjust right, or you know, I saw one guy with a video short that was like, hey, it's backwards, but I never heard a response to her. Yeah, it's actually backwards, but he didn't understand why. So you know, you could have them just swap sides, or you could have two of the same side. But, so yeah, this you can see the cable set up there. That lever, when you pull the e-brake, obviously needs to engage. And when you let it go, that spring takes over and frees it up. So, and it only moves, like this lever probably only moves, you know, maybe a quarter inch off that stop. You know, it's not a lot of travel, but definitely has to go in the right direction. So hope that helps somebody out there. This is the same, I think, this is a 79 Trans Am. This is the same thing for Camaros and Cadillacs, I think, of that era. So hope it helps. Part of this venture is figuring out how to work alone sometimes. So, you know, of course, once you replace a caliper, you need to do a brake bleed, and no one was here. So kind of figured out this way of doing it. I would get in and pump it up a few times, and then put this in place, and then go in the back and loosen the bleeder, and I just kept repeating that process till it's bled. But it worked, so we have a firm brake pedal now. So yeah, this one's ready for a test drive. I'll try to get footage of that if possible, but nice clean restoration done on this car. Really, I think a pretty neat one to work on. And yeah, we'll look forward to feedback on the test drive. And then the owner actually has an original carb for this car that's nearly finished rebuilt, or getting rebuilt also. So we'll get it going with this one, and then switch over and see what kind of performance we can get out of the original one. That one's a quadrijet, so I'll do a video on the rebuild of that also. All right, guys, enjoy your cars.